Hi, I'm Robbie Raphael Day. Today I want to talk about how keyboards can be an accessibility device for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So I have right here a custom keyboard, and you can put custom keys to this thing. So it uses something called QMK, which is a open source library that allows a lot of different customization, but for what we care about is for keyboard shortcuts. So right here, I have a copy button. So that's Control C mapped to one key. And then I have paste, which is Control V mapped to this key right here. I know a lot of people that don't even have disability who would probably benefit from this as well. So one thing also is that the Chrome operating system has a lot of extra accessibility features, and also Chrome is used widely in the school districts, and it's something that I use with my students as well. So Chrome has a lot of really good accessibility tools that are built right in, but they have complicated keyboard shortcuts. So I'm gonna go through a couple of those. I mapped the keyboard shortcuts that I care about to this keyboard right here. So I have, and actually this one over here as well. So put them up here. This is a split keyboard, which is a little bit wonky and something that I don't think is necessarily the best fit for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, but I can talk about that more at another time. On this keyboard right here, we have a zoom button, we have an invert button, and then we also have a listen button and a speak button. So let me start with the zoom button. Control Search M. Invert's a really interesting one. So people with visual impairments can often have a better experience with high contrast, which inverting colors will often do. It's kind of like putting it into dark mode for your computer. Invert is actually Control plus search button plus H. This is the listen button. It does something called select to speech, which is a text to speech option. But in this case, we're actually selecting the text, and then it's going to just read out the selected text.
What is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is the manipulation of matter on a near atomic scale.
Speak is going to be dictation. So that's going to be the search button plus D. And again, it's a little bit difficult to hold those down because you have to press search plus D to speak and then search plus D to stop speaking. But it also can time out, and that's a little bit confusing as well. Whereas it's just one button makes it a lot easier. Nanotechnology. Finally, what's really exciting about all this is that we can start building accessibility apps and actually using a custom keyboard and shortcuts to do that without actually having to install anything on our computer. So I have a Chrome extension that uses Control Shift plus U to open up, because that's what I mapped it onto my my Chrome browser. And I mapped that to this button called Easy. So easy button, right? So you press this and then it'll activate my Chrome extension. My Chrome extension will take all the text on the page, feed it through GPT-4, lower the reading level, so I'd say about 4th grade reading level, and then explain what's on the page.
This web page is from the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, an organization that provides research and guidance on occupational safety and health.
And this is actually very customizable and can be used in a lot of different contexts. Originally, I developed this Chrome extension for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. However, I found it's been useful for people with visual impairments and also people who speak languages other than English.
هذه الصفحة الإلكترونية من المعهد الوطني لسلامة وصحة العمل